This is Advent Day 11, so it is December 11th, and glad to have you all with me. Glad y'all clicked on this video or following me through my Vlogmas series. I really appreciate y'all and hope you are having a really great day, finding little bits of joy here and there as we prepare for celebrating the birth of Jesus. And in preparation, I am reading through the Everyday Gospel. This is the Christmas edition by Paul David Tripp. I haven't said in a few days that these are excerpts from his Everyday Gospel, which is a Bible that has been put out with his devotions written each day for a section of Bible reading, so that in a year you will read through the Bible and also read a devotion by him over part of that Bible reading for the day. Anyway, check it out. Paul David Tripp is an amazing writer, and I am reading it today from December 11th. The scripture passage is Jeremiah 23, verses 1 to 8. And Paul writes, "We have no righteousness of our own. Therefore, we place our hope in the presence and reign of the perfectly righteous one, Jesus. Are you tired of another day of devastating news about some horrible thing happening somewhere in the world? Does your battle to cobble together a marriage of unity, understanding, and love discourage you? Are you exhausted by friendship hassles and family drama? Are you sick of hearing about the power of corrupt politicians or failed church leaders? Does your struggle to parent your children get you down? Does the moral state of the surrounding culture make you weary? Are you tired of all the pain and loss around you? Do you look at all of these things and wonder what can be done? Sometimes it seems as though there's more darkness than light in our world. Sometimes we find ourselves wondering where the true, wise, and moral leaders are. Often we wonder whether there's anything that can be done to right the course. Into the darkest of days, in the time of the prophets, when it seemed as though things were about as bad as they could get, and the end of the people of God was near, Jeremiah delivered words of hope. These words were not about human wisdom, human intervention, or human solutions. When it comes to eradicating evil and setting the human community on a new course, human wisdom, strength, and righteousness fall short. This does not mean that we shouldn't fight for what is right or fight against what is wrong, but it does mean that we are not the hope that we need. This is why the words of hope in the Old Testament promises what is to come are so important. They speak comfort into sad, tired hearts. Jeremiah 23, 5 to 6. Behold, the days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will raise up for David a righteous branch, and he shall reign as king and deal wisely, and shall execute justice and righteousness in the land. In his days, Judah will be saved, and Israel will dwell securely. And this is the name by which he will be called. The Lord is our righteousness. You may be thinking, how do these words comfort us? Aren't they a promise of better earthly king for the children of Israel? The New Testament writers understood these words to be specifically about and fulfilled by Jesus alone. You can see Matthew 2:2, Luke 1:32, Luke 19:38, and John 1:49. Ultimately, there is only one solution to many things that break our hearts and complicate our lives. It is the reign of the risen and ascended King Jesus, The righteous branch has come and is now sitting at the right hand of the Father. His reign guarantees the final defeat of evil and ushering in of a kingdom of righteousness and peace forever. In the midst of all the bad news that seems to flood into our lives every day, this is very good news. There is a righteous branch. His will shall be done, and the scourge of evil will end forever. Let's pray. I praise you, King Jesus. You are the righteous branch promised of old. You have defeated evil and are ushering in a realm of righteousness and peace. I extol your perfect rule and majestic reign over all things. May I rest secure in your everlasting kingdom. In your name I pray. Amen. All right. Thank you for joining me in that reading for today. And I want to move on to share with you a sneak peek of the project that I am doing for Battle of the Stitches with Heather at Strings and Thread, Teresa at Critters Crochet, and joining in with me is also Casey, I think that's how it's said, at Stitches and More, and Jane at Scraptastic Yarns. And so we are doing the middle bar half double crochet stitch and coming up with an original project with that stitch. And this today, Wednesday, is the day that we all do our reveal. So I will, or sneak peek, not reveal, sorry, sneak peek. And all their information is in the description box below, so you can check out all 5 of our channels for the sneak peek. Then come back next Wednesday and see the reveal of everyone's project. And as always, I will put all the information in the description box below. So I have decided that because I have gotten farther with this yarn, that I am going to do my project for Battle of the Stitches in this specific yarn that I'm going to show you. But I want to show you the label first. It is Rustic Romantic. Yarn Bee is a Hobby Lobby brand. It is 100 grams or 3.5 ounces, 220 yard ball, and the colorway is called Oaky Wheat, right down there, Oaky Wheat. And yeah, it's a beautiful yellow colorway. It calls for, it's a 4-weight or worsted weight yarn, 85% acrylic, 15% hemp. It calls for a 6mm crochet hook, but I have been using my 5.5. I want a little bit of a tighter stitch. So that's a hint. Anyway, here is the progress on my project I have made so far. So there you go. This is the progress that I have made so far. That's your sneak peek. Do you have any idea of what project I am creating or making up? Put your guess in the comments below. Would love to know what you think it might be. And then check back next Wednesday for the reveal of that project. Would love for you to keep watching all my Vlogmas videos, but make sure you check back next Wednesday for the reveal, and then it will be your turn to vote. After you've seen all 5 reveals, then you will have a chance in everybody's community tab to vote for the project you think is the best. And I'm hoping you think it's mine, but obviously it may not be. And we'd love for everybody, as many people as possible, to vote. Voting And commenting when you vote in that community post will also get you in the running for winning the winning project. And so, yeah, so it's a lot of fun. Heather and Teresa do this every month. And so, yeah, even if I'm not participating in it, it is a great series to check out and be a part of each month. All right, well, I have a friend coming to visit. That is why I have gotten dressed and ready before reading our devotion this morning. And as you can see behind me, I did get the couch delivered. It did fit through the doorway and in the space that I want for it. This blanket, it's more like, what do you call that, a bed scarf. It's not very wide. I made using flower patterns from Crystal at Bag a Day. I used different flower patterns and different colors to create that blanket. This one is a baby blanket by Reggie at J Hook Crochet, a beautiful baby blanket that I have put on the couch. Want to put something obviously above it, some pillows. I just don't have them yet, but excited that it fits. And we now have a second place for guests to sleep if and when we have guests visit overnight. So yeah, so excited about that and getting this craft room fixed up the way that I am hoping it will be. Yeah, you know, I'm not in a rush to get completely settled in. I figured it will take about a year since we have started from scratch. Moving overseas, we did bring three big pieces of furniture, a lazy boy, a couch, and an antique piece that we use for our coffee bar in the kitchen. And that was pretty much it, one shelf. Yeah, so just really starting from scratch. It does take time to get completely settled in, but loving the way the house is shaping up so far. Anyway, hope you're having a great December 10th, as I said earlier, and we'll check back in with the Advents that are opening up, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Day 11 of the Funko Pops NFL Advent calendar is the Miami Dolphins, and it is their quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. Try to say that several times. It's hard to say it just once. There he is, and there they all are. Well, it is here where I am. The sun is actually shining through. You can see it on the tree and coming through the window nicely. It's kind of been off and on all day today. It is only 43 degrees though, even though the sun is shining brightly through the window. So I am back to open up the Leap of Faith Yarn Advent. Today is December 11th, obviously, and it is day number 11 that I am going to open up with you. So are you ready? Oh, wow. I think it is my favorite tree, and it is the oak tree. Yeah, the sun is coming through really nice and brightly through the window. So I have not ordered any kind of ring light. The stand that I use for my phone does have a light, but it's not very bright, and the battery has gone flat, has died. So I don't even have it on right now. So I am dependent on the sun shining through the window. All right, so the card that I got, and it is Psalm 40:10. It is part of Psalm 40:10. It says, "Be still and know that I am God." The second part is, "And I will be exalted among the nations." Jesus, please help me to slow down and listen to your voice. I know you have great plans for me, and I don't want to miss a thing. All right, and here is the yarn. Gorgeous. Wow. There it is. There it is. Can you see all the oranges and browns in there? Yo, it is beautiful. I don't know if putting it in the shade more maybe deepens the colors, is a better representation of the colors, but it is a beautiful yarn. Very excited about adding this to my scarf project, which, as I said, I am not definitely not trying to get a section done every day, because if so, I am way behind, because I'm still on day one, which is section A. But I will be using this yarn that I get specifically for that project. So excited about that. And I have not really been working on the scarf, trying to work on my Battle of the Stitches project, which is a sneak peek earlier in this video. So don't forget to put your guess down in the comments below what you think I am making. But I want to show you another project. So I joined in to hashtag Crochet Through the Decades 2024 that Litza at Coco's Crochet put on for us. It was great fun trying to come up with a project for each of the 4 decades that we participated, or people participated in. I did not get my 1950s, which was the first decade that was that Litza started with. I did not get that project in time, but I did do one. I did a headband with some pastel colors, because my idea was to do the colors and a fashion accessory. So for 1960s, I did the colors there, and I want to make sure I got this right, I did a geometric handbag. So a granny square handbag, but did it so that there were triangles and squares. I folded the squares to make the triangles so that it looked like from the front a bag with squares, triangles, geometric. Obviously, each round or 2 rounds was a different color when I made the granny squares. And then for 1970s, I did a granny square vest. Didn't mean to do everything like in granny squares or granny stitches, but the headband did have some granny clusters for the border, and the granny square bag and the granny square vest. And my 80s project is what I'm going to show you. She just put up the reveal of which makers turned in which project, and the winner of the voting, and you can check out her channel. I'll put a link to that video of the projects, the makers, and the winner of the votes. And so now I can show you, because it was revealed in that video, which project was mine, and here it is. I made a granny square ginormous fanny pack or bum bag. So I don't mean the bum is ginormous, but the bag did, because the number of rounds I did the granny square, and that's what those are. Those are folded. They make one big granny square. It turned out to be a really large bag. So it's more like wearing it like maybe a backpack or a side bag like that, where you can put a lot of things in it. So I had great fun. I love this yarn, so much so that I can't remember which day it is, but earlier in one of my Vlogmases, I showed a whale that I made for hashtag Nautical November and the hashtag Amigurumi World Tour. Amigurumi World Tour, Cassandra at Craftably Ever After is hosting, and she, along with Lee Mack and Pamela Ginger Cat Crochet, were hosting the Nautical November. So it kind of fell in for both, because it was nautical, it was a whale, and it was one of the patterns from the book Whimsical Stitches that Cassandra has sent around the world. And so I love this yarn. It is Hobby Lobby's, I love this yarn, Stripes Neons. And this colorway in particular is dark neon. Then bordered it, well, put a row or a round of black and bordered it in black. And I bought a neon green zipper and lined my bag with kind of neon smiley faces. So yeah, so I sewed the bag part together, but with my machine, sewed the zipper in, and then I hand sewed the zipper. I don't know if you can see it. So the solid line was from the machine, but then I hand sewed right above it the zipper to the granny squares. And so yeah, very easy bag to make. This is the strap that I bought for one of my purses, one of my handbags. I just attached it. May try to find a different one, but excited about this bag and the way it turned out. Like I said, it would probably make a really good book bag for smaller books, journals to carry. Maybe an iPad or an iPad mini would fit, a phone would fit in it. But yeah, really love it. Very excited about the way it turned out. I also caught up to Heather at Strings and Threads crochet along, her Advent or Christmas crochet along, mystery crochet along, and I have caught up. I will put a picture in and let you see all the different pieces and see if you have a guess to what it is that we are making. And they're very short amounts of crochet that are done each day. So there's still time to join. You would just catch up through day 11. But like I said, it has probably taken me 5 minutes, maybe 8 minutes at the most, to do each day or each section that she does each day. So within an hour, you could be caught up. But I would check it out. So far, I'm having fun. I have a guess, but not going to reveal that guess just yet. 2 reasons. I need a little more information, and I don't want to spoil it for other people by putting my guess out there just yet. But I do have I've got an idea, and it may change as we move along, but I'm having a great time participating in that mystery crochet along. So check it out. As I said, in every video, I always put links to the people I speak about, either their patterns, their tutorial videos, or just their channel. And so, or any websites, those kind of things, to patterns that I have used. So this one was not a particular pattern. I actually just saw a picture, figured out how I wanted to do. I kind of took the square idea from a blanket I was making or had made, and then I did watch a tutorial on how to sew in the bag, how to sew up the bag and put it into the crochet outside, and so hand sew it in. I will put a link to that video. As I said, I think yesterday, that there is a pattern for crocheting the outside to put on a ball, and I want to, definitely work on that. I'm going to try to get some more work done on my Battle of the Stitches project, and that way I can make sure I've got my project ready for the reveal next Wednesday. So don't forget to look out for the reveal. It will be part, just like the sneak peek, of the Vlogmas video that I will put out on Wednesday next week. All right, that's it for now. I hope you're having a great December 11th. One more thing, and that is that yes, to buy gluten-free or keto products, they can be quite a bit more expensive, but we don't eat as much. That's why we lost weight. And this is, I had half of a tub or a third. This is the second time I've frosted cupcakes. Now, I don't stack on a bunch of frosting, but there's still enough in there, maybe for another whole batch. This made 11. So yeah, I think I've got enough that would last me. So even though it is expensive to buy, first off, it does, well, this in particular lasts quite a bit. But even the things that we eat, we don't eat like 2 or 3 cupcakes every night for dessert. It's like 1. Maybe 2. Same thing for the muffins. We might eat 1 muffin or maybe 2 muffins, but the whole idea is that you're eating high fat, so you don't eat as much because you get full quicker. And when you eat full fat, it tastes really good.